I'm your host, Ben Sargent, and we're talking today about the food of the Roman orgy. I am super excited today to have with me Mike Osinski. Mike is an oyster farmer.
Greenport, the village I live in, at the end of the North Fork of Long Island, was the oyster capital of New York. I said, why don't we grow them commercially? What's it cost? $100 for the permits, and now I'm enslaved by that. By that $100 has totally bought my life. I can't leave. I have to grow them all the year.
Oysters typically are leaf-growing animals, right? They're made to live in the intertidal zone.
Somebody told me that an oyster spends, it's basically a large part of its life preparing for one massive ejaculation.
Well, it does spend its whole year. Yeah, it's true that, water temperature, everything in there. They're like right now they're putting on fat so they can hibernate, survive the hibernation.
But how is hibernating any different from what they do regularly? It's not like they're shooting around like
they don't
partying.
Move, but when they're not hibernating, they put on glycogen to then enhance their sexual organs. As soon as the water temperature reaches 70, they will then release in a spawn all that egg and sperm, whichever they're carrying.
I'm really stuck here on the ejaculation of oysters, sorry. But so you're saying that they don't taste as good immediately following because they're pooped, they're exhausted?
They are spent.
Okay.
Male or female, they are spent.
I mean, I went out there. It is tough work. It's you don't use a pneumatic lift or dredge or anything. You're up there cranking, or in yesterday's case, I'm cranking.
Right.
and you're connecting the cages, and then up they come, and it's really, really hands-on. I mean, is that something you choose? Is there romance in that, or is that just the way it's done?
Well, other people may have a pneumatic lift, but those cost anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. Right, I would like to keep the capitalization low, and the more mechanical parts you have, the more things you have to repair. Here is just a simple 10-to-1 ratio on a winch. Right?
How much reading did you have to do on this stuff?
All research? Trial and error.
And error would mean that you lost a lot of oysters?
Oh yeah. Yeah, keep coming down. Yeah, I used to kill oysters on a regular basis.
What makes oyster farming a healthier form of aquaculture?
Well, oysters are extremely good for the culture. Not only are they extremely healthy for an individual to consume, but oysters themselves consume algae in the water. Number two, those oysters that you put out there create a reef that all the small fry in the bay will then seek shelter from the larger fish, and you've now created a community for hundreds and hundreds of fish from the size of your palm to the size of one of your fingernails.
Right. This is called bycatch. This is all the things that get pulled up in nets, traps, the stuff you don't want. We have some oysters here with us, which is great. These were the last ones here. Let's have this. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's good.
Until next time, you've just seen another episode of Catch It, Cook It, and Eat It.
Who can you mob? MIA.